Sairam children, today we will complete chapter number 4, Our Country India, part 3. Children, we have traveled the northern part of India. Yes, I am putting an arrow. Yes, we have traveled the northern part of India, the northern Himalayan ranges. Then we moved towards the south and we learnt about the northern plains. And after that, we moved toward northwest and we learnt about the great Indian desert. And today we are going to travel the southern part of India and find out the different types of landforms. The southern part of India is also called peninsula or the Indian peninsula. Now children, you must be thinking, what is peninsula? A piece of land jutting into the sea. Jutting into the sea means extending into the sea. Extending into the sea. This is extending. Followed? This one. Extending into the sea. And surrounded by large water bodies on its three sides. Children, try to observe the lower part of India, right? This is the southern part of India. Yes? This is the southern part of India. What can you see? Yes, this part is surrounded by water bodies on its three sides. Now children, can you name the water bodies? Yes, the water body towards the west is Arabian Sea. Yes, it is Arabian Sea. Towards the east is Bay of Bengal. And to the south, it is surrounded by Indian Ocean. Followed? So this part, the lower part, the southern part of India is surrounded by, from its three sides by water. Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. Therefore, the lower part or the southern part of India is called as Indian Peninsula. Indian Peninsula, that is the southern part of India, is also called as Southern Plateau or Deccan Plateau. Now, what is plateau? Plateau is a new term for you, right? So, what is plateau? Plateau is a large area of land that is higher than the surroundings and more or less flat on the top. More or less flat on top. See, picture is given. Just try to observe the image. This land, see, this is a large area of land that is higher than the surrounding, right? It is going high. It is higher than the surrounding. It is higher than the surroundings and more or less flat on the top. So this type of landform is called plateau. And the southern part of India is also called as Southern Plateau or Deccan Plateau because this type of landform is located in southern part of India. The southern plateau is triangular in shape and the land is rocky and uneven. Now, triangular in shape. Triangular means triangle. How many sides are there in triangle, children? There are 3 sides. In the same way, the southern plateau also has 3 sides, right? Side 1, side 2, and this is the third side. Followed? So, it is triangle in shape and the land is not flat, it is uneven. Followed, children? Let us learn rivers of Deccan Plateau. Let us learn about the river Narmada. River Narmada starts from east and it flows towards the west. And which sea is there to the west of India? Arabian Sea, and it flows down into Arabian Sea. In the same way, Tapi River also flows towards west and finally drops down into Arabian Sea. River Godavari is different from river Narmada and Tapi. The flow is to the opposite side. Okay, river Godavari starts from west, from the Western Ghat, from Western Mountain, and finally it flows towards the east. And which sea is there towards the east? Bay of Bengal, and it drops down into Bay of Bengal. Krishna River also starts from west and finally drops down into Bay of Bengal. It flows towards east and finally drops down into Bay of Bengal. River Kaveri also flows towards east and drops down or enters into Bay of Bengal. River Mahanadi also flows from towards east and drops down into Bay of Bengal. The rivers of the Deccan Plateau are rain-fed. Rain-fed means they are fed by rainfall. They get water from the rains. They are also called seasonal rivers. Seasonal rivers means they do not have water throughout the year. Water can dry up during summer because in summer there is no rain. So water can dry up during summer. The rivers of Deccan Plateau flow much faster than the rivers of the northern plains. What is the reason? Reason is, on the northern plains, the surface of the land is flat. So, on the flat surface, the flow of rivers becomes slow, whereas the surface of the land on the Deccan Plateau is rocky and uneven. Therefore, they flow much more faster than the northern plains. I hope you all have understood the rivers of Deccan Plateau, right? Children, see the images and try to understand. Yes, what is this person doing? This person is holding handful of soil. What is the color of the soil? Yes, it is black in color. So, we are going to learn the soil of Deccan Plateau. Large parts of the Deccan Plateau have black soil where cotton and sugarcane grow very well. Can you see the image? The first image is showing cotton farming and the second one is sugarcane farming. Black soil is very good for cotton farming and sugarcane farming. Therefore, on the Deccan Plateaus, cotton and sugarcane are grown on a much more larger scale than other crops. Deccan Plateaus are rich in minerals such as coal, copper, iron, gold and silver. There are other minerals also. Now children, from where do we get minerals? We get minerals by digging the land. Digging out minerals is called mining. What is mining? Digging out minerals is called mining. The holes dug in the ground to take out minerals are called mines. What are they called? Mines. So there are many mines on the Deccan Plateau. Coal mines, copper mines, iron mines. Okay. Some mines are very deep. Some mines are very deep, whereas some mines are near the surface of the land. You don't have to dig much. Easily we can get it. Followed? Most of the parts of the Deccan Plateau are covered with thick forest. See the image. Yes, it is like this. It is covered with thick forest. What do we get from the forest? We get timber. Okay, we get timber. With the help of timber, what do we make? We make furnitures. Firewood, wood pulp. Wood pulp are used for making paper. Rubber, gum, medicines. There are many medicinal plants such as neem. So, many parts of the Deccan Plateau are covered with thick forest. Deccan Plateau is surrounded by Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. On the west, it is surrounded by Western Ghats. I am just marking it with the red color, and on the east, it is surrounded by Eastern Ghats. Now children, what are Ghats? Ghats are the ranges of mountains, but these Ghats are not as high as the Himalayan mountain ranges. These Ghats are covered with grasslands and forest. You can see the picture here, this one. The grasslands and forests make up large part of the Western Ghats. See here below, sit down. Here, this is the picture of Western Ghats and this one is the picture of Eastern Ghats. See the roads on the Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. They are zigzag roads. Let us learn the coastal plains. Narrow strips of plain land. What kind of land? Plain land. The landform is plain. Along the east and west coasts of India. Coast means, children, I have already taught you what is the meaning of coast. Yes? Coast means where the land and water meets, right? So this part is the coast. This is the coastal land. See, I am marking this with green color. So this green color is the coastal lands. Western coast is between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. And eastern coast is between Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. Both the coasts are plain. They are plain land. The climate of the Deccan Plateau or the Southern Plateau is moderate. Moderate means it is neither very hot nor very cold. It is neither very hot in summer nor very cold in winter. Children, let us learn about the islands. Now, what is an island? An island is a piece of land surrounded by water. If you look closely at the map of India, you will find several small islands in the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. In the Bay of Bengal, there is group of islands called, these are the islands, okay, group of islands, these are the islands, group of islands called Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In the Arabian Sea, there is another group of islands called Lakshadweep. Called Lakshadweep. This is a group of islands. See here, it is written India. This one here also India, here also India, which means these islands are part of our country. Let us revise this chapter. You have to remember the key points. These are the following points. India is the 7th largest country and the 2nd most populated country of the world. The Himalayan mountain ranges lie along the north of India. I have highlighted the landform. The northern plains lie to the south of Himalayas. They are very fertile. The Thar Desert is the northwestern part of India. The southern part of India is a peninsula and a plateau called the Deccan Plateau. The western and eastern Ghats lie on either side of the Deccan Plateau. The Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands are a part of India. These are the terms or words to remember. Landforms, natural features of the earth. Mountain, land which rises steeply from the surrounding area. Plains, flat and leveled land. Fertile, land in which plants grow well. Desert, large area of land covered with sand. Plateau, a large area of fairly level land that is raised above the surrounding area. Peninsula, a piece of land jutting into the sea and surrounded by water on three sides. Island, a piece of land surrounded by water. So children, you have to remember these terms. So we have completed the chapter. In the next class, we will start with a new chapter. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.